Oh, my hair is doing the you haven't brushed it and it's still damp from the shower thing. Alright. Let's go. Oh my god. Soda. Alright, last week we played this beautiful dwarf as she fumbled her way through most of the quests of the Dragon's Hand. Anyhow, I played the quest chain on my main on DDO stream last night, and holy fuck, it's very different on Legendary. The first quest's boss had over I think it was like well over 1,000,000 hit points. And to quote Dr. Peter Venkman, we came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Because that's what happened. It took 5 million years, but we got it. So that was fun. It actually, and I complained about it. I was like, yeah, this is a slog. I'm hoping that they maybe, I wouldn't say take a 0 off and make it like 100,000, but even like half the hit points, 500,000 hit points would have been, because it wasn't that it was tough on Elite, it just is so fucking boring trying to beat that thing down. Alright, let me get my spreadsheet up. Boop! Woo! So, it's time to pick another character to play. Now, because this is the 16th episode, the character that was in episode 6, Chaos Bringer, the Eladrin Chaos Mancer, will go back into the pool for next week and then on. But let's see what we get tonight, as usual. So, for those who might be new to what the hell is this, I have this long list of characters, and as you can see, I set it up so that the number one cell in LibreOffice was number 1. That way, it was easier for me to keep track of what goes on where. All of these characters, with 2 exceptions, exist on Shadowdale, and I'm going to bring my chat window up here so you all can see for real. I'm actually getting tired of the thing that it's doing with the chat window, is it keeps shifting between create a clip and get the subscription back and forth, and it's jiggling the chat window a little bit, and it's catching my eye, thinking that there's somebody somebody's saying something up there, and everybody's being really quiet today. So it's actually kind of annoying. Well, speaking of things that are not annoying, welcome back, Strimtom, to the streaming world. Strimtom took a break to job hunt, and apparently that didn't go well, so he said fuck it, and he came back to streaming. So welcome back, Strimtom. It's always good to have, hang out in his chat. And he pointed me to the fact that I had missed that he made an Arcane Trickster build. So I spent some time before the stream rebuilding Talk to the Hand. So the downside is Talk to the Hand no longer has the anniversary buff and no longer has the Quiver of Alacrity. I'm kind of thinking I'll be okay. I mean, I've gone my entire account for years without having a Quiver of Alacrity on all of my damn characters. Plus the simple fact that, I just realized how much of a pain in the ass it will be to farm up the mats needed to turn them all into thingy. So what I'm going to do is use magic item crafting and craft some bound to account arrows and send them to the one character, because In one of Titus's old giveaways that he used to do over on Orion, at one point, I won a giveaway. You farm out the first two Orc chests in Orchard, the wagon and the rat mound, been okay, accumulating pages. Fofford, I should do that. I'm just too lazy to farm like that. I should do that. I have some pages, but I really don't know about the pages side of things. But Titus did one of his big Orion things. I refer you back to the I am too lazy thing. I kind of took a break from all of the MMOs this weekend, other than the streams that I'd promised that were going to be, the Lojo stream on Friday, a personal Lojo stream Saturday night after the. Oh my god, I was so tired. Oh my god, and I was so tired yesterday on DDO stream. I felt really bad, but I was still kind of getting my sleep schedule back in focus, and it didn't help that last night I was allowed to stay up late. It was one of those things like, oh, I don't have to go to bed early because I don't have to be at work until noon because of the holiday. So I had a half day at work. So I worked from 12 to 4. It was really actually nice. So I was like, oh, I don't have to get up until 11:30 in the morning. So I can stay up later. So I actually wound up playing a crap ton of Ark. I've been missing my wyverns from the Crystal Isle map for a while. And Ark both pleases me and very much displeases me. Since I'm not on DDO stream, I can talk some shit about other games. Ark's number one problem is that it is an unoptimized mess. And this computer can't even manage to play the Arc 1.5 that they're currently screwing around with right now until Vin Diesel's Arc 2 is finally ready to unleash on the world. I'm sure I won't be able to play that either. Because Studio Wildcard has no idea what it means to have an optimized game client. That thing, let's put it this way. I had to turn the air conditioning on even though it wasn't even 70 degrees outside because Arc made my computer run like a space heater. Am I showing in the shit? Am I? Did I forget? Thank you, by the way. God damn it. I did do that. So thank you. I appreciate you, Fofford. We'll be in the DDO category. I should also post in the creator and streamer channel in Discord because, I forgot to do that too. Jesus Christ. It's time for another session of Let the Dice Decide. Where I roll 1d38. Every week I always forget something, and this week it was forgetting to change the category. Hey, but I got my hashtags right. So that's fun, right? Alright. So I appreciate you guys being here, even though I'm not in the right category, and I haven't yet announced it in the official Discord, so I appreciate you for either turning on the notifications or just happen to know I was live. I appreciate that. Points to give away later. Twitch.tv/Druidsfire. Spell my name right. The one time I spelled my name wrong, so so far I haven't managed to cross-post this to the wrong official game Discord. So, there's that. But at least it's only, like, how long have we been going? It was like, what, 10 minutes? It's fine. Alright, so while I'm here, let me, first of all, do the roll. Again, it's 1d38. Roll 1d38. And then we'll hand the baton over to the next character, unless it's one of the red ones in the list. 35. Well, we can't play Thief again, because Thief was on a few weeks ago, so roll again. Roll 1d38. 19. Lightbringer. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. That should be fun. Level 26 Morninglord Cleric. I have no idea what quests I would do with this character. I might actually go to Evening Star. And do you like the quest in the Stormhorns? Because I haven't done those in a while. But let's get over to that character first and see what I gotta do. Hopefully I don't have to do any housekeeping. Okay, so let's make Lightbringer red. Red wine. Alright, and who's blah 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 blah. 6 again, Chaosbringer. So we're going from Chaosbringer to Lightbringer. Wow. Okay. That's a hand shift in tone. So this will be a caster cleric, I believe. I forget how I built her. But we'll find out when I log into her in just a few seconds. So, yeah. Did I clean up my bags here? Doesn't actually matter if I did. We're not going to deal with it. Oh, apparently I didn't. That's fine. That's fine. Lightbringer. So this is a pure caster cleric. Let me see which build I used for her. I would have used one of Strimtom's cleric builds because he does good builds. And for somebody like me, I'm lazy. Oh, wow. Unusually, the character doesn't have red hair. Oh, hey, look where I am. Oh, we're going to do housekeeping on this character because it looks like a bunch of my trees have gone wandering. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this character, honestly. We're going to have to do the housekeeping because she's still wearing all level 15 cleric shit, or Morninglord stuff. So that's going to be a thing. And just looking at my hirelings, there's no Rana here. Oh my god, we have some housekeeping to do. Alright, first of all, so this character originally came from Wayfinder, which is why she's level 26. Because if you weren't there for the Wayfinder 3-week rollback from a few years back, both Lotro and DDO were down for a whole ass week. And when they brought the worlds back up, they found out that they couldn't salvage the last 3. Wayfinder had database corruption, and they had to roll it back 3 weeks. So everybody who was playing on Wayfinder, which granted there weren't that many of us, it was Wayfinder after all, wound up losing characters, wound up, wow, it said it failed to load my UI layout. Let's try it again. Oh, there it goes. Sweet. Oh. I have it set to the wrong color scheme on that one. But that's okay. I mean, the OG actually looks better with this character anyhow. So, yeah, I have some work to do to get this character straightened out. Let me check my spreadsheet real quick. Okay, that's not how I wanted the spreadsheet to display. Come on, you stupid ass program. So, Lightbringer. Apparently I didn't write down a build guide, or which Strimtom build I used for this. Okay, that'll be interesting. It's very possible I wasn't using Strimtom builds when I originally built this character and leveled her up. But we're gonna have to do some cleanup on her. Hey, I got a pony. I got a tasty ham. I got another tasty ham. Nothing. Nothing. And And we got skunked on those last few. Anyway, that was fun. Okay. Oh. Perfect place to park us. Okay, let's go to the Hall of Heroes because we're going to have to go talk to everybody. This character has done nothing in forever. So, we're going to do the whole 9 yards. We're going to pretend it's a brand new character. Get all of our stuff. Because one way I can tell that this is a super old character is the fact that my, my 3 ingredient bags here are actually on the top. Because these days I run them all down here in the lower right hand corner of the first bag. So that changed. Hi Mortality, how are you? Tell me of your world. I've been to your world. I kicked your ass. Or I kicked Sinvala's ass. I mean, that dragon fight the other night was worse than Sinvala. Oh man, I like that bow. Hello, what bow is that? Whatever it is, I like it. Looks like it's got the Darkfire weapon aura on it, but I didn't think you could put weapon auras on bows. Am I wrong about that? Let's find out if I actually have... Well, at least I have Featherfall. How did you find out you have... Oh, I just jumped off a thing. And it was, you know, it was okay. It's alright. Hold on. I need to talk to... I have a method to my madness of how I set up brand new characters or housekeep on characters. Because I need to find the vendors in a certain sequence or I'll be like, did I go talk to that vendor? I don't remember talking to that vendor. Hi. Alright. Let's go back and... You know, what is the Oracle vision? Oh! Always bring fire and acid to a troll party? I wonder if we could ever get that, well, I imagine that was made in like the good old days, that things are too corporate and everything needs to be approved before you can add shit like that from players to a game. I would like to get me lightning trail, please. Let go. Oh, do I have my Salt Marsh ticket with me? I do not. Hold, please. I might actually haven't... This character, I haven't logged her in like donkey's years. Since basically the packing and unpacking process, and I never actually bothered to do the housekeeping on her. So, I'm probably going to do a housekeeping stream. And... Look at this. Ooh, I could ride one of these now. I got one of those, but I kind of like the pristine one as well. I think it better suits this character. Yeah, look at that. Bottle of Mist, Salt Marsh Compass. This was back in the day before when you only had, like, I only had 20 things here. So I had to throw a lot of crap away. But now it's like, I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, okay, I'm gonna get my... Where's my level 30? My level 25 owlbear. Do I not have him? Oh, he's there. Okay. So we're gonna throw the Muse in here. We're gonna throw the Scarecrow in here. Alright. So how y'all doing? How was your Monday? Was it a holiday? Well, I know Fofford, it wasn't a holiday where you were. At least I don't think it was. It was a holiday here, Memorial Day, which is officially Memorial Day is to commemorate those who were killed in the line of duty or whatever. Alright. Did I just... Okay. I would like to exchange it. Oh, wait. This is... God. Thank you for not pointing out the error of my ways. So I already did this. That's fine. So I have Froggo. So I've already done the Salt Marsh redemption. I don't think I ever did this one. Yeah, because I didn't have teal in my list. Alright, so we have to claim them all. Claim them all! Claim them all? I claim the North Side Mall in the name of the Skater Queens of Denmark. I don't know where that came out of. Alright, the Chill Ravenloft. Oi! Will you talk to me, please? Now, see, here's one thing I don't like about... And I'm pretty sure this is a bug, but when you talk to Old Crush and you ask them to give you one of everything, for some reason, you have to go back in anyway if you want the freezing bottle of mist. I haven't figured out why that is. Alright, let's put our stuff away. Figure out which hirelings we're going to be using. And plus, we're going to get our additional universal enhancement tree things. And our +3 racial tome, because we've only had a +1 racial tome so far. Though I've spent a whole bunch of points in the Morninglord tree. It'll be a bit different. So we're going to have to rebuild this character. Because Divine Disciple changed. And War Priest changed. What I will do first before I do any of that is I'm going to go look and see what... Okay, so apparently I was a Wisdom build. Okay. I want to see what my domain was. Domain of Sun. Ooh, a Sun Cleric. Ooh. So definitely a caster cleric. And I think it'll actually be fun playing a caster cleric for a change. An actual full-on caster cleric. So yeah, we're gonna have fun with that. Alright. We have to rebuild the character. And we're gonna... Ooh, Dawnstrider. Nice name there. Nice name, person. Okay, so... let me eat my +1 Tome of Destiny. Let's eat my +1 to Universal Enhancement from Morgrave. And eat my +3 Racial Tome. Nom 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 nom. And then we're going to eat our Lamortia Tome. Before... Reading tomes take so goddamn long. So I need to go find Shrimtom Sun Cleric build. I think he did a beginner or basic one recently. So I'm actually going to go look that up. Because I happen to have his beginner basics up here. Okay, Drifter, Blightcaster, Dark Apostate. Well, those are archetype builds. He doesn't... Well, let me look at his beginning cleric. So he has a fire domain cleric build, Burning your enemies in a sea of holy fire, sure you can heal people, but if you burn an 8 in the countryside, I'm down for that. So I'm okay with the notion of changing from one to the other. But there must have been a reason I used... Not you. That I went with the sun domain. Because the real thing is, I have all of this happiness right here. The Morninglord stuff. And I was going for the... all of these happy things. I think I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one way or the other. I can get the last one of those. That's going to take 2 of my 3 points. It says 0 racial, 0 universal tree. I might just reset all trees and start over. I think that's going to be the wise choice here. However, I'm going to need to get some money out of the bank to do that. Hello, banker. Hello. All right, let's make a mess here first. Let's withdraw 5 grand. Such a high roller here. Enhancement. No. Oh, you could do that? I didn't know you could drag that. But you couldn't drag it anywhere. Alright, reset trees. Oh. I just want to reset all trees. How much did that cost? 8 grand. Well, alright, let's get another 5 grand out. 5000. Whatever, game. This game wants to make me mad. You want to be mad. Alright. Enhancement. Reset all trees, please. Thank you. And we'll just start over from the basement up. And we'll just have to rebuild them all. That way, I can make sure I spend my 3 racial, my 3 universal trees, or points first, and don't mess anything else up. That'll be fine. What about my epic destinies? How are they? They're probably a disaster. Get out of the way. They're probably a disaster. Or, as my friend David Brevik of Diablo fame would say, this is a fucking disaster. Okay. Exalted Angel. Apparently I was going for Scales of the Dragon. And I was going red... Well, I went red dragon. Oh, aligned with fire spells. Well, that makes sense. Because there isn't the version of the dragon stuff that is... I need to go unlock the destiny trees as well. I think I'm going to go do that. Yeah. Let's go do that. Before I forget. I gotta make this character powerful. Marketplace North. But one of my goals, eventually, is to get all of these characters situated so that when they roll up on the show, I can just play them, right? Rather than spending half the show actually setting them up, because I was a dingbat and haven't already done it yet. Hello, can I go to the plane of the things? Because I know I haven't unlocked... Oh, well, I got yours. How about you? Okay. this is rad. It's a floating city. You know, I never really took a look at what these looked like. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, so I think I only have to unlock Macro Technic, which I'm not going to use for this build, but I do want to at least have it unlocked for the character's next life. Hi, Edmund. Oh. Well, apparently I don't need to do that. Remember when this used to be Hearsome? Until Hearsome got himself in a little bit of a pickle? Okay, so it looks like we're okay here. Whatever. Alright, at least I know I've got it done, and we're okay there. Alright, Epic Fate Spinner. Hello, nice lady. Lady! Back to the bank we go. And as a level 26 character, what questing would you recommend I take care of? Let me make sure that my home is set to... Well, no. I'm just dithering now. Let's get this shit taken care of. I'll reset my spells down in the thing in just a minute. Okay. Let's clean our bags out, shall we? Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bottle of freezing mist can go there. Hi, Magnifaction. How you doing? Did you enjoy the Strim Tom stream earlier today? It's good times. I'm gonna actually just put all the hirelings in the vault. All of them. All of the hirelings go in the vault. And then I'll pick them back out based on what I need here. There for a little while. Yeah, I noticed. I happen to know you got a gift up there. I'm like, oh, I wanted one. But that's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Alright. So we already have Garrett the Sainted going on here. So that's awesome. Let's throw that in there. Not going to use that tonight. I think I should probably get into the habit of not telling the vendor to give me one of everything. Because I spend more time cleaning the mess up than I actually would have done if I'd gone to the vendor and only picked out the specific things I wanted. Okay, why the hell is the ice cream truck running down my neighborhood? I can hear it. It's playing a different song than it did yesterday. Or the last time it rolled through my neighborhood, it was playing like for release, like Mozart. I'm like, what the hell is the ice cream truck now during it was a rainy day. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this, am I? You haven't heard an ice cream truck in your neighborhood for there's one right outside on my street right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, it's playing She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. Okay. That seems more ice cream trucky. Like more of a kid's song that you would expect to hear from an ice cream truck versus Mozart, which is what it was playing the other day. But it also rolled around the neighborhood and it was raining outside. It was like not like barely 70 degrees out. It's like what freaking kid is going to run out and buy ice cream on a day like that? I did not understand it, but I guess if you get one or two sales, I guess it makes it worth it, but not with gas prices being the way they are right now. Anywho. Are my bags full? Nope, that empty, that empty, that empty. Good. Okay, hirelings. So, let me do them by item name. So definitely we're gonna bring Rana out. She might actually be our lowest level hireling, so definitely the owl bear and Rana. It looks like we will do the Shield Guardian and Darling. That's gonna be our crew. So we've got Rana, we got the Shield Guardian, we've got Darling, and then we've got the Owlbear Whistle. You think you got two versions of the Owlbear in one server because of the transfers? There are actually two versions of the Owlbear. There's a level 17 version and a level 25 version. So you notice I have the level 25 in my inventory now, but I have the level 17 one in my bank. They both come from the same expansion thingy. So I think we're okay now. We got our hirelings. Alright. Let's do our freaking enhancements. Again, we're doing a Sun Cleric build. So what I need to do here is I need to go look up Strimtom's old Sun Cleric build that this was originally built from. The alternative would be using Fred to change, you can't change feats for Phrase of VIP though. That's kind of sucks. I get a discovery boost. I've got Artisan's Advantage and a durability ward. I can only do spell swap for favorite bard, favorite soul sorcerer, and warlock. No trainer. What's the trainer? Oh, you meant two level 17s and two level 28s? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. This character also has some shitty ass. She's got the level 15 shield, which Eternal Faith adds points to turning. That one actually might be a lot more useful, I'm just saying. I do not still have my Lesser Heart. Because honestly, what I'm kind of thinking right now is the idea of using a Lesser Heart to rebuild the character from scratch. Or I'm just gonna have to figure it out. So let me go find the old cleric. How to use this document. Control find is how you use this document. Okay, so I must have used his first life friendly cleric build favorite build. Alright, here we go. Okay. So the thing about this old cleric build, it came out with Fables of the Fable. That's U48. Now, bearing in mind, we're currently on U79. And this old build uses the old Epic Destiny stuff. So I guess you're just asking to... No, you're fine. If you delete your character with your hires on it, can you get your hires back? You would have to probably put in a ticket with Standing Stone. And ask them to undelete your character. Did I say I was playing in Crystal Isle Ark Survival Ascended? Yeah, the old... Well, yeah, I was playing the old one, the original Ark, because my computer, while not being a potato, is enough of a potato that it hates the new Ark, Survival Ascended, the 1.5 Ark that they're working on and delaying all the shit. Like, I was originally looking forward to the 1.5 Ark, and that's, oh hey, we're going to remaster all of the old maps. They messed up the remaster of Ragnarok, at least. The places that I like to build in OG Ragnarok are not the same places. Like, there was a little cave in the northeast corner of Ragnarok. It was like behind a waterfall. It was super duper hot. And it had, well, no, it wasn't behind a waterfall. It was in a cave near a waterfall. The only downside, it was also very much close to one of the Giga spawn points. So you had to build around your house to make sure the Gigas couldn't get in. And there was also no, because it was the Highlands, there really weren't any resources to build with, other than like metal. Though it was near the one place on that map where rock carrots spawned. Yeah, that's in Ragnarok. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In the northeast corner of the map, northeast of Murder Snow, which is a wonderful name for a zone, by the way, Murder Snow. But they built out that area in Ragnarok Remastered. And it's that cave is completely different. And it did the same thing with the cave that I like to build in on... it wasn't Valguero. They messed up the place I like to build in most on Valguero too. Because it was literally right next to the waterfall and I like to fence it all off. Again, I apparently like to pick spots that are really beautiful, but seem to wind up being very close to Giga spawn points. What the hell? You didn't get Ascended? Yeah, it's basically Survival Evolved was the OG Ark, and then Survival Ascended is like Ark 1.5, and eventually at some point in the however distant future, we'll get Ark 2, the Vin Diesel party. But the thing I dislike about Ark, there's two things that I really hate about Ark. One is the fact that it's an unoptimized disaster. Two is the fact that they bait and switch the fuck out of us for Ascended. It is also an unoptimized mess. But originally their roadmap, and I understand that roadmaps will change. I'm okay with that. It's like, oh, we have to delay this. Or, oh shit, we were going to build this, but something didn't happen, so we're not going to do this. I mean, we even see that in Lotro and DDO. It happens. See also playable kobolds in DDO and tracking multiple crafting nodes at once in Lotro. Oh, and the deed log in Lotro that, you know, was... I actually really liked the deed log overhaul. The functionality of it was amazing. I wasn't as fond necessarily of the appearance, but it worked. I liked it enough. I liked it. The things I didn't like about it were nowhere near the shit that people were bitching about. Like, there was like this whole organized, we're going to just slag on this until Standing Stone just takes it away and, doesn't try this again. Um, okay. So, this original build had no points in the racial. It was 42 points in Divine Disciple, and 14 in Radiant Servant, and 21 in War Priest. It had nothing in Universal Trees and nothing in the racial. But I built into the racial because I wanted to play with these things over here. But I'm not necessarily sure they did a lot. But also with the way that Divine Disciple works now, we might be able to get away with it. But first of all, let me spend some points here. So do I want to take... Well, I don't need the Sun Elf Intelligence. I'm a Wisdom build, so... I did like Rejuvenation of Dawn a lot, so... I also like the Bane of the Restless as well. So let me spend my other 2 racial points there. And now I got Universal Trees, and so I need to figure that out. There's no reason for Fate Arc Illusionist. Because if I'm going to have anything for something to hit and damage, I should use Wisdom to hit and damage. Which is going to be what? Falconry? Yeah, I think I was in Falconry. Healing amps sound like a great idea. Let's grab that. Okay, so that's all my racial and universal points spent. Okay. And surprisingly, Strimton made this a turning build, so that's kind of cool. So let me, first of all, get all 3 of these going. The way the Divine Disciple tree works is weird. Art gave you some of the biggest video game shocks of your life. You want to talk a shock? So I was playing a single player and I have Summer Bash activated because I love the color blue, surprising absolutely nobody. And I was just messing around this afternoon. I was basically going around using admin powers because it's single player. I was playing, a local copy. And I went and was going around killing Rexes so I can hopefully cause a Tech Rex to spawn. Because I wanted to start messing with Tech Rexes. And as I was flying around on the edge of the redwoods, and I was, using admin, just flying around, I ran across a Tech Quetzal that was silver with all of the accents were blue. The number 2 blue color, which is my favorite in Ark. It was like the perfect silver and blue Tech Quetzal. And because I'm using a couple of mods, one includes an instant taming gun. I went and got that bad boy. Hell yeah. Okay, let's build our character here. So we're going to start with this. Divine Smiting. Critical chance with fire, cold, electric, and acid and force spells. Or critical chance with light, negative, and alignment. Now this is a sun build. So this does make it a little bit more tricky because I'm going to need light and alignment spells. Though I really would love to have a better crit chance with fire spells, but this isn't the fire build, so we're going Divine Smiting today. Okay. Defense of the Heart. Defense of the Soul. Energy of the Disciple. I like spell points. Give me a level 1. Okay, we're going to do Nimbus of Light as an SLA, I guess. And then we're going to grab both of these. Alright, let's get both cores. And then we're going to get Sunbolt as a level 3 spell, but it's not an SLA. And then I get Innervation as a level 4 spell. Okay, let's grab that. Divine Smiting too. Well, hold on. I can pick the other one, can't I? Ooh. Necrotic Bolt or Searing Light. Searing Light is actually quite fun. Let's max that out too. And it's an SLA, which is amazing. Oh, yeah, the best thing about the Tech Quetzal, it was max level. It was a 150, and so now it's like a 210. Have to tame an otter. Nice simple one where otters usually spawn. Oh no! It's like, oh, I can't see anything. You tame the otter to get on your griffin, heard some loud stomps getting louder. You died instant. Oh, is a wild giga? Oh no! See, that's so sad. That's sad. Okay, Chaos Hammer. Holy Smite. Order's Wrath. Or Unholy Blight. So, Holy Smite is probably... Holy Smite and Order's Wrath of the two of those that I would pick if I were to pick something. And wait, this is as an SL... Yeah, as a spell-like ability. 5 to 10 to caster level 10. I'll go with Order's Wrath just for giggles. Is there probably 150 odd or two? This is on an official server? Oh, man. Wait, did I pick, I picked Order's Wrath, didn't I? Yeah, I did here. Didn't I? Yeah, Order's Wrath. So this one I would want to choose this one. Okay. Now if I want to grab these, I want to get the light spell power as a light build. Let's grab that. Let's grab our turning stuff. You guys got raided many times, got wiped out after getting Gigas, Rexes, and pretty much every type of dino when you wasn't on a Mega. Oh, it was a nightmare getting give up. Yeah, I never. When I played Ark, I played on a cooperative server, so there wasn't PvP. I mean, it was enabled because a lot of the stuff you need to do in Ark requires PvP controls, but we didn't actually PvP. Mighty toning. So if I want to get up to here, I'm going to have to put 15 points in here. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an adrenaline rush to playing that sort of thing. It was just never my jam. It probably would have helped if I had screenshotted my stuff before. But then again, they had already reset this tree because it changed so much, and they reset this tree, so, you know, go figure. What is my religion for this character? not sure what that sound I'm hearing outside is. You were on daily, but you quit because they put you in charge of the tapiaras? And the Doti. Well, the Doties are pretty straightforward. I don't know, maybe some kids are playing with fireworks, I hope. One of my deity feats. Okay, a monitor. Heavy maces are a favored weapon. So, okay, heavy maces. Got it. Oh, hi, Stormlost. Okay. She was a little startled by the noises outside. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it sounded like... Honestly, kind of like a whip crack sound, like in Indiana Jones. Only it was, like, frequent. Like, somebody was cracking a whip, like, a lot. Like, doing, like, Jack the Whipper. Who's gonna be at Gen Con this year? Oh, my God. Yeah, Stormlost is a pretty cat. She's a big freaking floof, and when she gets the zoomies, no, the other cats just kind of hide. Because she just gets on the zoomies and just goes bananas. Okay. So... yeah, I do want to get the sunburst ability, though. So I'm going to put here. And grab all of these. So it's going to give me like 5 points to spend anywhere else. So this might be a totally gimped build. Might be a totally gimped build. It would have been nice to get unyielding sovereignty. We might... well, how much do we need? 10 points and we're at 9. Ooh, we'll be able to get unyielding. Let me grab that. Divine Might doesn't really help me because I don't have much of a charisma modifier. Wilson with 100 bitty bits. Welcome to the channel. You're reminding me I should actually start the giveaway, right? Yeah, I see how it is. Let's do that. Giveaway reset. Alright, it was quiet last week. Or on Saturday. There, points! Positive energy burst would actually be useful as well. So I'm missing out on a lot of these. Because I want these for the spell power. I kind of like Secret Touch as well. Let's grab that. Okay, this is the gimped build. Gimp build here. Gimp build. I was also doing a lot of this stuff as well, but these honestly don't give me the universal spell power that the righteous weapons do. But in order to get this up here, I have to spend points down here. So let's see what this does. Alright, now let's do our Epic Destinies again. Yay. Am I not... Everybody's here. See? Everybody rolls in for points. Tobias is here. Road Racer's here. Road Racer actually won points last night. And then Wilson and Isotope. Taxter. Okay, so for my Epic Destinies, why do I only have 39 points though? That's what I'm a little bit puzzled about. Oh, I've only eaten 2 Destiny tomes. Okay. Okay. We'll just deal with it. So we gotta do our exalted angel shit. So we gotta do that first. And generally get my mantle, angelic form fire spells, or wrathful form. We're going angelic form. Why not? Okay, Bane of Undeath. Grab that. Then we're gonna grab Endless Turning, because Endless Turning is fun. Deepening Faith, grabbing that. Stand and be judged. What I could do is, my understanding is that the dragon stuff actually works very well. On the other hand, we could get a Sunbolt as this. As our epic strike over there. Hold on, let's compare. We have 5d8 light damage up to a max of at caster level 15 versus 1d6 plus 5 fire damage per character level to all enemies caught within the blaze. So Red Dragon Breath seems to be a bit more tasty than the Sunbolt. Because that's a 1d6 plus 5. So it's a minimum of 6 damage per character level. Now I've got 26 levels. And this one... it's 5 to 8 light damage per caster level. The spell's Bolton has double range. Well, that's very nice of it. Let's go with our Red Dragon Breath for now. And... I don't want to choose a different mantle because I have this mantle. So that'd be 1d6 plus 6 fire damage for fire spells and 1d6 plus 6 light damage per caster level for light and alignment spells. And that one has an extra healing, so I would not want to choose the Attune the Arcane. So there. Daunting Roar is actually kind of nice. Ooh, Breath Weapon DCs. Let's go for those. Hell yeah. Let's finish that out. And let's grab all 3 of those. Ooh. And then we can get improving our Dragon Roar. I'm down for that. Okay, so this turns it into an AoE centered on you. Or it's another AoE centered around you. Just dealing its damage. Every decent blah blah blah. I don't know. Gaping Maw. Yeah, it's been a good month for Road Racer. You won a nacho mug yesterday? Oh, nice. Not from nacho, but some other things elsewhere. Played Ark with someone with Asperger's. You know. Aw. Okay, so Dragon Breath Epic Strike deals 1d6 plus 10 versus the 1d6 plus 6, or 1d6 plus 5. So it doubles. Basically, it's double damage. So here are my choices. Either I can do AoE with the double damage. Do AoE but as a dot. More dots, more dots! So that is supposed to pulse 5 times, though. Dealing damage to nearby enemies every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. So that's going to pulse 5 times. But is that a dot where it deals the amount of damage? Is it going to hit them like every pulse? Is it going to be that same amount of damage, or is it taking the amount of damage and spreading it out over each pulse? That's a good question. Did I play when people use body bags? No, I didn't. Okay, so this is the 1d6 plus 5. I think we'll go with this one because it's 5 strikes of the 1d6 plus 5 versus the other ones being a single shot of the 1d6 plus 10. We'll go with the energy vortex. Do I have Wellspring of Power? I do. That's actually a good one to have, so we'll grab that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. And there we go. The interesting thing is the original build that I was working from was using the Magus of the Eclipse, or the Magister thing, which there's nothing really light related in this. This is all cold and negative damage. See? Like, you got your Gloom Sphere, which is a negative damage, and this one's cold damage, so it really is more of a caster thing, but not really a cleric caster thing anymore. Alright, so we got those built, let's go. Wait, I actually need this again. I need to put all my stuff back on my hotbars again. Okay, angelic form goes down here. I need to find a good place for my red dragon breath. I'm gonna actually move that AoE heal up there. Move this over here. Put that there. Got Scales of the Dragon listed. Enhancement trees. Okay. We've got Monitor's Brilliance. We've got... Ooh, I did not actually get the Cure Mass Powder Wounds. Oopsie doodle. Well, we'll get the Cure Regular on me. We got our Nimbus of Light goes down here. Order's Wrath, that's new for us. We'll put that in place of that because we're not using that. Rejuvenation of Dawn. That's going to go over here. Searing Light, always one of my favorite spells. Smite Folk when I want to hit somebody in the face with a big thing. All right, get our falcon back here. Unyielding Sovereignty! Yay! Where am I gonna put it? I don't know. I have too many spells floating around here. We'll put it there for now. And apparently I can raise dead myself, which is very nice. Apparently I have a lot of my things are in weird places. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to grab another one of these. I'm gonna try to clean up this mess here. This mess. Apparently I have all 3 versions of Resto, which is funny as hell. Let's move you here, move you here, move you here. So the good news is, whatever 10 episodes down the line this character winds up being re-rolled again into the show, then I'll have already have this whole shit done. No more arc talk. It is your JM. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I actually need any of these down here, honestly. Okay, let's sort out my buffs. So, it's a 23-minute buff. That can go there. Go there. I'm going to put spawn screen over here. I'm missing something. Maybe I need to pick up that spell. Let's go take a look at my spells. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Look at all these damn spells. Oh my god, I'm a caster. Holy smite. You know, I'm actually thinking of just like cleaning out all 8 hotbars and just rebuilding from scratch. I think that's a great idea, actually. We're going to do that because this is a disaster and I can't see a freaking thing. So I want to clean these out and just rebuild the way I do them now because this is not the way I do these anymore. And I will check and see what spells I want to swap as well because I'm noticing that I'm missing a couple that I would expect. Yeah, this is a level 26 cleric. Clerics are spellcasters. They cast a few spells. And these, I'm going to actually move this up here. I'm going to put Great Arresto, Middle Resto. It's like, why do I even have any of these? Cost 8, cost 34, cost 34. Great Arresto, Restoration Mass. Oh, well, that's why. Alright. You know what I forgot to do? I was logged into the other game as well. And I let it go for so long, it timed me out. One of the fun things is if you load up DDO or Lotro, it makes this little weird sound when the Standing Stone logo is flying through the screen. But for some reason, DDO doesn't do that, and I don't know why. Now do I actually remember offhand if DDO does show the Standing Stone logo? Because I have a character who's checking on something to see when the server that I'm on opens up some new Rivendell housing. Not that I need it personally, but I'm checking for a friend and for my band. And what do you think it's better to see for someone's birthday? Mandalorian and Grogu or the Michael Jackson movie? I personally, it depends on which they like better. If they like Star Wars more than Mandalorian, or if they like Michael Jackson better than Michael Jackson. I personally like Star Wars more. I would watch Mandalorian and Grogu for my birthday. But it's not going to be in the theaters when it's my birthday, because my birthday's not for another several months. Okay. But if they have said they would like to see the Michael Jackson movie, then you go take them to see the Michael Jackson movie. It's their birthday. Yeah, no. That's the way I think about it. It's like, it's whatever the person whose birthday it is would like to see. Alright, we're going to clean these up. And then we're going to actually do a quest or two tonight. What the shit? I think I'm going to leave these here. I'm pretty sound with where they are. Why do I have 2 separate sets of heal here, though? Pretty well. Oh, they are 2 separate things. Okay. We're going to start here. Use Flame Strike and Firestorm combo. Everything will die. Yeah. Bearing in mind, Emma, if this is a Sun Cleric, not a Fire Cleric. So, I think I saw a Michael Jackson movie somewhere. There have been a few different Michael Jackson movies out there, I think. I also do like me some Implosion. You want to know who taught me about the awesomeness of implosion? Cordovan did. He said, yeah, you should use that. I'm like, I don't know, Cord. He's like, no, you should use it. And then I started using it. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But see, implosion order really only works if you've got it's like you need charisma for that shit to work. Well, it's an Evo spell, so maybe you don't need good charisma for it. I don't know. Okay. Let's go back to our Destiny stuff. We got that. We got Scales of the Dragon. I'm going to put this down here. Because what I'd like to do is I like to do all of my buffs, like, over here. In, like, the top 2 rows. And then the shorter buffs, like the 5-minute buffs, whatnot, they go in, like, a different row. So, enhancements. So that gives me Sunburst as an SLA. So I'm going to put that here. And because it's an SLA, we're going to turn all of this shit on. I should do one quest. You should stop telling me what to do on my own damn stream. And I'm not playing. I actually very much dislike people backseat gaming. If I'm asking for help, that's always fine. But just throwing out suggestions like Twitch plays, no. No, dog, I don't do that around here. Okay. Summon White Falcon, Sorted, Smite Foe. I'm going to put that here because I don't expect to use it a lot. Searing Light. This one's not it is an SLA. So we are going to plop that right on number 1. And we're going to put all of the things on it. I don't actually like to enable meta magics across the board. Like every single thing that takes that meta magic will be active. I like to do them on individual spells. That way I don't accidentally use the meta magics on spells that you have to take the extra cost. Alright, Rejuvenation of Dawn is there. I kind of wish we had the thing that they have in WoW, where if something was on your hotbars, it would highlight it on your hotbars saying, ooh, you already have it. And if you didn't have it on your hotbars, it's circled in your spellbook. Say, hey, put this thing on your hotbars, you dumbass. Okay, so Order's Wrath does not say that it's an SLA, so we will put that there. Nimbus of Light is an SLA. That's only 4 spell points. That's 4 spell points. Cure Moderate Wounds is there. Summon White Falcon. Okay, I don't think there's any of my feats that I need to worry about. Intensify, yeah, we're not worried about that. Wellspring of Power, let's grab that. And we want our turn undead. Thank you very damn much. Right there. So these are fun. Why do I have 2 separate things for that? Because I picked it up here and I didn't need to. Why do I have it twice though? Because I have the Searing Light SLA, or the non-SLA version here. So I could reclaim those 3 action points. It'd actually be kind of nice. And then I could spend those 3 action points over here in getting more righteous weapons. But no, I would need more than just 3. Shush you. Haven't. No. You need 10 points for tier 3. Almost under 10 million. Such a long tree to have to reset. Okay, that's kind of odd. So I have to take the dark one. Or, if I want the light one, I spend more points in the tree first, and then I can take the other one. Before I do that, though, hold on. So I don't want to copy pasta any of these. Sunburst, but this is also sunburst. After 11 damage per caster level, in addition to blinding them. This is... It shouldn't let you double dip into spells like this. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're going to reset this tree too. Because I don't need this if I'm going to get it from my thing here. Having the Light of the Sun God is good. Having the Aura of Radiance is also good. But I don't need to spend the 3 points for a Monitor's Brilliance. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, even more money. I'm just doing this wrong. 5,500. Needs 6,500. Monolith Lair. Uh-oh, you played through the song. Okay. Send me a DM about what you just played through, because I have a suspicion what it might be. Because that's the whole last thing going on over there. Let's do 8 grand. Okay. This will be the last time I reset these damn trait trees. Because I want to actually play a quest tonight. Jesus Christ. Alright. Enhancements. Reset this tree. Alright. We're going to redo this. Okay. We're going to start with this. Accept that. I've kind of noticed that when I work with any of the core, like the first core of any particular build, I wind up having to... Let's grab that. We're grabbing this. And that. So I just won't take that. Okay. We good. We cool. And so now I don't have to take Searing Light. I can take the Necrotic Bolt. I don't think I would ever actually use it, but at least I'm not wasting a spell point on something. Now you don't have to pick one. I don't even have to pick anything here. I don't have to pick this. I do want to get up here so I can get my Order's Wrath back again. Let's grab you. Okay. This time we're going to grab the fire, cold, electric acid, and force spells. We don't need Sunbeam, but we will get Innervation. Fill all those out. Okay. 6 action points. Let's grab that. Raunchy weapons. Don't care about the imbue dice. Sanctuary. Whatever. Blur would actually be really nice to have, but there's no way I'm getting 20 points up in here. So I don't have 20 points left. Range power. It's a nice passive to have. Martyrdom is actually a pretty interesting spell. Alright, let's see what that DM was about. Well, I should probably get that maxed out as well. To bring the spell points down. I mean, 2 versus 4 is not that huge of a deal, let's be honest. I think I might actually just go for this as a passive. Get a couple of bits of PRR. I'm down with that. Alternatively, I could spend a couple points over here. Ooh, let's actually do this. Let's get animals as a favored enemy. And also get an additional +5 healing amps. And apparently I still have points to spend. Because I had 4. And then I can get another point of wisdom. Or let's see what else we got. Ooh. Wisdom for mod. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Having wisdom for damage would be hot. But I would need to spend 5 points in this tree to do it. Well, there's 2 there, so I would need 3 more points. Where can I get 3 points from? Well, I can get 2 from here. Actually, let's grab, take away this. Oh. Could take this away. And much of that? That costs 2. This costs 2. Okay, so we're taking the thing out of here. Oh, not taking the wisdom out of here. We took that away, and we can put this in here. Grab the wisdom here for 2 points. Hold on. What am I missing? I need another point from somewhere. Do I really need Word of Balance? Let's yank that back. I said yank. Alright, let's grab that. Bring that to 9. Thank you for the follow, Arya. Just add that, which then opens up this, so I can get wisdom to damage with melee missiles. And I can still grab that. Hot. Okay, and this is it for real. I swear this is it. Okay. For real this time. Alright. Let's refocus. Almost 2 hours in the stream, haven't played a single damn quest yet. But I think I like where we are right now. So for my next trick, I need to actually gear this character up. She has Morninglord gear. I can immediately probably do an upgrade right here with the Epic Wrath of Siberis. Yeah, let's switch that out. And I still have like all of the good stuff that I... Actually, you might as well just grab this too. Because this is going to replace my boots. I lost spell hit points with that. Thieving Gloves of Deadly. Well, we'll grab that. It's like all the stuff that my other character was using, I'm just going to bounce over. Mighty Bracers of Fort. don't think that's going to change anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, why are those not in... Oh, they're Featherfall, that's why they're not in the other thing. Crystalline Vanity. That's min level 27. That needs to go into the 30s folder. Hold on, that is almost definitely going to be an upgrade. You know, that's actually where most of my fort is coming from. Well, that's unfortunate. You know what I should do? I should try questing with this level 15 gear. That would be funny. Let's do that, actually. We got a couple of things, and that'll be fine. Alright, we need to do our spells, though. We have to put our stuff back on the thing. Summon White Falcon, Unyielding Sovereignty, Smite Foe, Rejuvenation of Dawn, Nimbus. I get the right searing thing. I keep forgetting about these, though. Honestly, I need to stop doing that. So this was the Sunburst. That was the same thing as that thing. Let's get that out of there. Let's grab this and put this here. Greater Domain of the Sun. It's the Sunbeam spell. Let's grab that. Turn Undead, because you know me, I love turning undead. And Wellspring of Power. We also have Intensify spell, but alright, so let's put these on as well. Always on. Because again, this is an SLA, so all the meta magics. You know what I could do is I could run Delaras or the Catacombs with this character. Because I don't have the thingy. I don't have the thingy. Okay, not an SLA. Is an SLA, so... This will be a very glass cannon sort of character for sure. This will be like playing a minstrel in Locho without the music. Nuking things from orbit. Okay. Got all those. Wellspring. Wellspring, of course, is not an SLA. I'm not going to worry about any of those. That's a toggled ability. Oh, it's already on. Dar. Alright. Spells. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at our most powerful spells and what our options are. I kind of like True Res. I don't know. I really never found Energy Drain to work very well for me, so maybe I just wasn't using it right. Divine Wrath, always fun. Celestial Bombardment. And summon a monster, because summoning monsters is fun. Okay, I think I'm going to leave those as is. Let's go take a look at our level 8 spells, whatever our choice is here. Symbol of Death, True Seeing Mass. I think I'm okay with the ones I've got here. Deathward Mass. Okay, what about level 7 spells? It said I got another level 7 spell in here. Destruction is fun. Destruction is a hell of a lot of fun. When it works. Create Undead. Blade Barrier can also be very handy. Heal Hero's Feast. That's another one Cordo taught me about. Undeath to Death. Okay, so the Word of Recall, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to replace it with Undeath to Death because this is way more fun. And I don't need to teleport to House D, honestly. So, Flame Strike was recommended. 126 plus 1 per the caster level. Every 2 seconds for duration. Divine Punishment can be fun, I'll be honest with you. Cure Light Wounds Mass. I don't think I can get rid of that. Yeah. That would have been the one I'd get rid of. True Seeing would also be handy. But I think I would rather have Flame Strike than True Seeing. So we'll go Flame Strike. But I do still want to have Divine Punishment because, hey, Divine Punishment's so much fun. Though I could just give up Raise Dead. Slay Living. Oh, yeah. I actually think I will switch out Raise Dead for Stalwart Pact because I do like Stalwart Pact a lot. So let's switch out Raise Dead. Holy Smite. Where am I getting a resto from? Oh, I don't have resto. Why don't you even have lesser resto? I don't. Doesn't matter. Unholy Blight. Recitation could be funny. Maybe I should actually get Neutralize Poison. I could have used that last night. Hi, Nerve. How you doing? Okay, down to L3. Cure Serious. I can grab Sunbolt here. And replace the Searing Light, because I don't need Searing Light there, because I get it from the other thing. So we'll go with Sunbolt. There's Prayer, Protection from Energy. But I actually have, where is it? So I don't need this because I have the higher one, so I can put Remove Disease on here and get both of these. I like to have them next to each other, so I'll remove Curse, remove Disease. So we'll put Remove Curse there, and we'll put Prayer over here. Just like a... Remember the days when this was actually important? Do you all remember those days? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Back when the cleric removed blindness spell was important. Closed wounds is actually a good one to have. Why don't I have it? It works way better if you're using it on as a favorite soul because they get an SLA for it. That is really good. If they ever nerf closed wounds, I'm gonna cry. Use Panacea and forget about neutralize poison. Alright. Yeah, that is pretty hot. But I'd have to give up something else for that, though. I do like me some Death Ward, but wait a minute, don't I have Death Ward Mass? I do have Death Ward Mass. So I could give up regular Death Ward and get Panacea instead. Yeah, you see? We can do that. Deific Vengeance. Dun, 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 dun. Hold Person can be heckin' fun too. Unless it's cast on you. Then it's not fun. Shh! Don't tell them! Don't tell anybody. It's like closed wounds. It's so good, don't tell Standing Stone. Nobody narc! Thankfully, the devs from Standing Stone that are in my personal Discord don't read my Discord, so we could talk about it in my Discord and they don't read it. As opposed to, like, I know, like, No Bob does actually occasionally say hi in Strimtom's Discord. I got to see No Bob again at PAX East, which is always good. Didn't get to talk to him too much. I actually wound up talking to the dev I talked to the most besides Cordo. I did actually ask Sev when they expect to get 64 to 64 transfers done. I'm just saying. It might be soonish. Assuming all goes well. Now by soon, make up your own definition of soon. And I might tell you if you're correct or not. But we were officially speaking off the record, so that's why I haven't actually... Ooh, Seek Eternal Rest. I need that. I'm actually going to switch out Lesser Resto for Seek Eternal Rest because Seek Eternal Rest is fucking awesome. Because I like turning undead. I don't like how many hit points I have, but that's partially down to the fact that I've got shitty gear on this character. So what I really need to do is get this character going to level 29 so I can start wearing level 29 gear. At least get her something. Okay. I think I'm done futzing with Bane Blast, Cause Fear Command, La Divine Favor. See, I don't like choosing the short-term buffs, but this one is actually really good in that you get the luck bonus on weapon attack and damage, +1 for every 3 caster levels. So that would be +7, +8. Beyond level 3. Because I'm level 26. So that'd be 23 levels. So divide that by 3, so that'd be 7. So theoretically, Divine Favor would be a +7 when I cast it. But then what would I replace it? I can't use... It's like, I want to drop all the lower cure wounds because I'm not using them. Well, you know what? I don't need Command. So let's switch out Divine Favor for Command. Why the hell do I have Command on my list? What the shit? Doom! To quote Skeletor in the mid-90s version of He-Man, which is completely almost unrelated to the original He-Man cartoons, Skeletor was much more of a comedic character and said, Doom. I just love the sound of that word. I don't remember very much else about that series. It was very 90s. But I do remember that quest, or that Skeletor quote. Yeah, I'm not worried about Doom. Doom. Alright, protection from evil. I should probably get that because warded from mental controls and compulsions. What would I take in its place? Shield of Faith, actually, because I have Shield of Faith Mass somewhere in here. Yes? No? Maybe? Question mark? Yeah, I have Shield of Faith Mass. So I can get rid of level 1 Shield of Faith and take protection from evil. Evil. Yep. Okay. Two-handed paladin first life is kind of boring. Takes forever to kill stuff now. You're at level 17. Bruh. Two-handed paladin is so much fun if you have Sword of Shadows because it doesn't take things forever to die with two-handed paladin. It also depends on if you're playing it. Make sure you got your stat to damage is set to the one that you want. That is your highest stat. I tend to like to run a Charisma Paladin with Charisma to damage. Two different ways. One is Fade Arc Illusionist, of course. The other requires a +1 heart at Lesser Heart to change the base class. Is it +1 lesser or just whatever? Basically a PDK Paladin. Because I get the 3 racial things. 3 racial points. 3 racial action points. On all of my characters. My PDK Paladin doesn't need Fade Arc Illusionist for Charisma to damage because it's built into the PDK tree. It's hot. Strength is your highest stat as a PDK. Oh, so you did the PDK Paladin thing? Nice. But if you're doing a strength build, then the Charisma to damage doesn't really help you then. Yeah. But I built mine with a Charisma thing because I like to turn undead. Oh. No, you were saying PDK. Yours just human. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So yeah, my PDK use a +1 heart, a wood, to change out the base class from fighter to paladin. And go Vanguard. PDK Paladin Vanguard is hot. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Back to spells. Now I'll start slotting things again. Since I have all my SLAs down here, all set up nice and neat, everything on. I do like the Implosion Aura. Energy Drain, I'm just gonna stick there out of the way. Summoning a monster. I honestly don't care about summoning monsters. So, that's fine. Celestial Bombardment. That's a hot spell. Alright, we'll put that there. And Divine Wrath. Also a hot spell. I like it. Alright, level 8 spells. Firestorm. I do remember Flame Strike and Firestorm combo, everything dies. Yeah. Because Firestorm there has 9 to 14 fire damage per caster level, and it doesn't have a cap, so that's pretty hot. Pun intended. Now let's grab Flame Strike wherever the hell that is. Right there. The unfortunate is, I mean, you would want to spend some sort of time on those two, like a little bit of metas on them, but I don't like to use meta magics on spells that aren't SLAs. That's just me. Because I like not to chew through my spell points in 5 seconds flat. Alright, back to tier 8. So we got those, we got that. Ignoring that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we had that one. And we're going to do this. Bloop, 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 and... no, bloop. Okay. Holy Aura. There's a buff. Deathward Mass. That goes over there. Because a lot of times, like, when I'm running at the higher levels, like 20, 25, and 30, I use the favorite soul hirelings that have Deathward Mass, so I don't have to use my own, which is kind of nice. Okay, but that's already slotted. Inflict crit wounds mass, we'll plop that there. Destruction. Okay, Great Resto is slotted. Protection from elements goes there. Spell res mass. And Resto mass is also there. And that can go down there. Alright. Hero's Feast. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Comet Fall can be fun. But it's not one I would use on the regular. We got Heal. Hi. Hi, Stormlost. You were so big. Yeah, remember, those of you who remember the streams, almost a year ago, when I rescued Stormlost and she was like this big. Now she's this big. No, you can't have it. So you try to eat it, then you're going to the vet. And I don't have the money for that kind of vet bill. She's cranky now. She's cranky. Hi, Stormlost. Oh, you want the back of your chair? Okay. And now her name is officially Storm Loaf. She's a loaf. She's a loaf. She's such a great kitty cat. Actually, I think I will put these like that. It's good. It's good. Because I do tend to use Implosion Aura more often. Because Implosion Aura works on everybody. It's a hell of a lot of fun. So Stalwart Pact, we'll grab that. Don't worry about that. Flame Strike is down there. Divine Punishment. That's a short term. That goes down there. Protection from Elements we got. Break Enchantment. We'll put that there. Okay. Then we've got this. That goes there. That goes down here. Short-term stuff goes down there. I always have to set things up a certain way, because if I don't set it up a certain way, then I get confused where things are. Freedom of movement. Thank you. And Holy Smite. Yeah, I'll just put Holy Smite there. Put Panacea there. Actually, I'm going to put it next to Resto. Kitty's getting cuddles. She's now in her chair. Alright. Magic circle against evil. Wait, if I have magic circle against evil, I don't need protection from evil, right? Yeah, those are the same thing. Oh, magic circle against evil is the AoE version of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, cast protection for evil on multiple targets. Bleh. Death Ward is death block on steroids. +1 hearts can rarely drop in quest. Yeah. Yeah, Death Ward or Hearts of Wood can drop from daily dice. Cause that's where I get most of mine. Cause I don't get heart seeds from the quests that offer heart seeds. But I have a character whose name is All the Hearts, who literally has nothing but hearts all over her character. Like Hearts of Blood, Hearts of Wood, iconic hearts, epic hearts. I got all the freaking hearts. It's like having all the farts after having a very bean-filled supper, which I have not had tonight. My supper was steak. Because you kind of grill and shit on thingy. Okay, so Divine Favor. We don't have that down here, so we're going to put that down there. We don't need this now. So I can switch this out. I can switch out Protection from Evil for something else. But there really isn't anything else here that I really care about, honestly. Nimbus for the Light we're going to ignore because we already have the SLA version. Ow! Ow, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to eat my fingers? You're trying to eat my fingies. Okay, remove fear. Whatever. And Night Shield, but Shield of Faith. No, Shield of Faith doesn't do the thing in Night Shield. It doesn't give you magic missile protection. We'll grab that. And I know I just took one of the things off of here. Now I need to go find it again. Wasn't that? Wasn't Stalwart Pat. It was freedom of movement. Ow, 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 stop it. Seriously. Nope, that's freedom of movement right there. Never mind. Oh! Whoops. Put that back. No, that one's down there. That one's there. And Kitty is being a butthead. Oh, is Magic Circle against evil. Okay. So that's 23 minutes. That's 23 minutes. They're all 23 minutes. This one's 23 minutes. We'll put it up there. Delayed trap. It was a delayed trap, was it not? Boop. I just booped her nosy. Okay. I think we have our spell stuff situated. And the funny thing is, I actually have materials eschewed for some reason. I don't know how or why. So I have all of these things that I don't actually need in my thing, but I'm still going to keep them in my bags just in case. Or maybe I'll put them in the bank and see what craziness happens. And throw all these cleric items I don't need in the bank because I replaced them with non-cleric stuff. La da da ba bum bum bum. La da ba da ba dum ba dum. Let's actually do something fun now that we're ready to goof off for real. You know, I could probably get a better weapon at the very least. Though this does have ghost touch on it, which is very nice to have. Oh, you are so cute. No. No, you can't scratch my hand. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, now I'm missing a component. So something is not issued. Okay, let me double check. This is why I like verbal spells more than anything else. Or did I pick the wrong one? Come here. Alright, whatever. I don't care at this point. Let's go do something fun. We're gonna go to Salt Marshes Wilderness and see if I get my ass kicked. I was thinking I could go get a weapon from... Okay, somebody actually got the character name of God. Most games won't let you do that. Actually, I think I did take issue materials from Draconic. Because I don't remember taking it separately. Oh, yeah, there you go. Draconic Heritage 1. There you go. Alright. Let's put all these down here. You know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna put all these right there. And I'm gonna go look and see if my gem is the right gem. It is the right gem. Good. Alright. Alright, let's go right around. We're gonna get XP for just looking around. But I want to also see if we can get some... Since I have this boost here, I want to only do things that are going to get me some 29 or higher loot. So, yay. He's home.
A decrepit house stands atop the cliffs. A stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning salt water. Fisherfolk and sailors come to this thriving temple to offer their prayers to the god of the sea.
Make sure I'm using the right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't like Order's Wrath, because of that big, gigantic thing there. Well, people want to do the expansions because the best loot comes from the expansions, I'm sorry to say. My cat is eeping right now. Spell point 20, spell point 21. Ooh, we might as well drop that down. Spell point 8 versus 17. We'll use Firestorm more often than anything else. We shall see what happens. Okay, he's home. This should be
For
fun.
a moment, you're taken aback by the sprawling pit and the foul smell. What vile thing have you discovered? Then you realize it's the town dog.
It's the town dump. Arcane was a good show. I heard it. I didn't get to watch it because it was on Netflix, and I don't have a Netflix account. Yeah, eventually, if you keep playing and you get DDO points, you spend them those points on expansions. Or get fortunate whenever they give us creators expansions to give away. That's always fun. I don't know. I imagine that they'll give us creators the new expansion, like one of them to give away, maybe, or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Because given how many, official creators there are, on some level, you gotta be like, yeah, these are a lot of expansions. Arcane is the best anime show I've ever seen. Yeah, one of my friends was on that show. He spoke highly of it. Really, who? Josh Keaton. I don't think fire is going to work very well on her. What did he do? I'm not sure which role he played, but he's more well known for folks who play WoW. I'm dancing. I'm river dancing. Yeah, I'm not such a huge fan of Order's Wrath. I think I'm going to do this and do that. Because I really don't like that ginormous cube thing that appears. Hey, I got 5 billion of those. Hey, Star Fragment! I'm all about that. That Star Fragment can come to mama. I'm gonna tickle the kitty cat. I'm gonna tickle the kitty cat. She's like, why aren't you letting me sleep? I'm like, it's because you're cute. That's why.
A long abandoned tower stands crumbling on the hillside. The upper floors have long since collapsed, but stairs lead down into the dark.
Yeah, Josh Keaton's a voice actor. I technically moderate his Discord server, which he's never in.
No one has used the warehouses
Well, he shows up once in a great while. He used to actually stream video games, which is really funny because he's played World of Warcraft since vanilla, and then they hired him to be in World of Warcraft, which was really funny because he used to play Horde, and then he cast him as Anduin, the King of Storm. Well, he was Prince Anduin at the time for Mists of Pandaria.
A beacon stands here to warn ships away from the dangers of the headland at night.
And so his chat, he was also the spectacular Spider-Man, so he's got a lot of younger fans, and some of them don't know how to act right on the internet, so they get a little bit out of hand, a little bit unruly in chat. So he hired me and a Blizzard employee, ironically, to be moderators in the chat to help his missus out, because she was the original moderator for his channel.
This ring of ancient standing stones commands a fine view of the sea. Yet, for some reason, it gives you...
Why are we turning undead? There's no undead here. I've heard the name Ella Purnell, but I'm not able to place it right this second. Alright, 3, 4, whoops. Let's reset, do this again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 2. She's the actress of one of the main characters in Fallout. She's one of the voices in Arcana. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't actually watched Fallout. Basically, if it's on TV, I haven't watched it. I don't have access to any streaming services other than Prime Video, and I don't even use it. I should, because I actually do want to watch a couple things on Prime Video, just haven't gotten around to it. I'm too busy playing video games to watch TV. Alright. Looks like we are not going to be blessed with the crocodile. Let's go to the house and then go to the campfire. If we can get 1 month of Netflix binge watch Arcane. I'm aware of Arcane. I'm not going to get a freaking Netflix account. Netflix can kiss my damn ass.
Abandoned and overgrown.
I mean, I love Star Trek, but I don't have a Paramount subscription anymore.
It looks as though many travelers have used this campsite to pass the night over the years.
Because all the streaming services are scummy services. Yes, they make TV people want to watch. But what they also do is, if it's not making just enough money, or they listen to the haters online, see also Paramount, they'll cancel your favorite shows and remove them so you can never watch them again. Arr, mateys. Yeah, and then they're like, but why do people pirate our TV shows? Don't they like the creators? I'm like, yeah, people love the creators. They just don't like you. But I grew up poor, so, the way it works in my universe is if you don't have the money for it, then you don't get it. It's as simple as that. You do without. I mean, there's some people like, well, I'm only going to subscribe to whatever service to watch whatever show, and then I'll cancel it later. And then, unless you're really diligent about that, they bank on you forgetting that you have their subscription and paying more. It's like, well, you already paid us. Well, you don't get your money back. But I didn't mean to keep the subscription. And they make it very difficult for you to cancel those kinds of services. They make it deceptively difficult to cancel those kinds of services. Enough so that some lawmakers are trying to make that illegal. And then other people are like, no, we're going to let them steal your damn money. We don't care. You get Prime because you get free shipping on Amazon. You get the shows. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I have Prime is, unfortunately, the stuff that I can get with Prime is more useful than my absolute loathing of Jeff Bezos and anything he stands for. I like his first misses way more. Because she got, what, 71 billion or something in their divorce? And she just gives money away. Like, she obviously invested some to keep things ticking over, because that's smart.
Massive tracks in the mud.
But she just keeps giving away money. She just keeps the fortune ticking over just enough to where she basically stays on an even keel. And she's like, you know what? I don't need $50 billion. I can survive on $30 billion. I'll give these other $20 billion away. Yeah, we got all kinds of friends here. Ooh, I have perished because I wasn't paying attention to my hit points. Now. Ooh, Rana is also dead. And apparently Garrett doesn't know how to resurrect anybody. Oh, there he goes. Let's get out of here. Wow. Searing Light does not want to go in the right place. That was some nice XP. Legendary Salt Pearl Ring. I got... Actually, I just sent like 3 of them into my sentient weapon on my main character. Because Kobold was hungry. Kobold needed food.
The lizard folk have built a crude shrine as a way of marking the new boundary of their territory.
I can't remember the last time I actually shrined in the middle of the wilderness. Well, for one thing, this is a level 30 wilderness and I'm level 26. Alright, before we do this, let's get these guys out of the way. See, I'm used to running this wilderness with, you know, level 30 plus characters who have level 30 plus hirelings and level 29 plus gear on them. So she's literally running mostly with the iconic Morninglord gear, which is kind of shit. Well, that missed. There we go. We got his attention now. He's gonna jump out of the bushes at us. He's a creep! Though I will go dig through my stash of gear after the stream to get her some better stuff. Eat toast. Hey, thieves' tools. I can always use that on an alt. Alright. Let's go up to get the druids. Little Grove. We're almost done with the stream tonight. And then I'll probably go back and play some more Ark. Go find some more dinosaurs to play with.
This small druid's grove is a quiet haven of peace. A large hole leads down.
Vanguard, Mield, Shield. Yeah, Vanguard is typically sword and board.
Strange
Yeah.
smell from the burrow.
So, if anything, you should be giving my by hireling some super props because, for example, Rana is the level 14 Rana. And we got the Shield Guardian who's level 15. Darling is level 18. She's kind of like a paper cup in terms of her ability to stay alive. And then the Owlbear is actually the closest. The Owlbear and Garrett the Sainted are both level 25. But still, we're all under level for this. I mean, once this character actually gets into the level 30 range, and I can start, you know, kitting her out with level 30 gear, she's gonna kick some ass and take some names. Oh, there's a water weird here. Hi. Where's the water weird coming out of? It's like, where? There was no water there. Like, the one rare water weird was in a box. Well, I guess the rare water weird was in a box, so, I don't know. In a crate. They thought they were being sneaky. What are you doing, Stormlost? You awake now?
The deck is littered with dead sailors. They didn't die.
What do you do with a dead sailor? What do you do with a dead sailor? What do you do with a dead sailor? Lie in the morning. Way up she rises, away up she... Oh, that was a lot of fun. You know, these Sahuagin bounce up out of the very shallow water. It reminds me of the Dianoga in Star Wars' trash compactor in the original movie. Got 4 more spots to discover. One of them is over here.
There was a battle here, and judging from the corpses, it was a battle that the lizard folk clearly lost.
They lost it all.
This ship seems to have sunk.
Home of one of the moats from the Fables of the Feyvent. Alright, let's go kick the whaler's ass. Hello, Ms. Whaler. Oh, the look Stormlost just gave me. She like kind of like that look. What was it? Chuck Berry? Was it Chuck Berry? In that one often memed image of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, where Yoko suddenly starts singing and then he's like, and I actually kind of feel bad about that photo, like when I see that, because people say some really shitty ass things about Yoko Ono. She's the reason the Beatles broke up. Well, yeah, that may as be. I don't know. I wasn't there. But a lot of the commentary people have made has been some seriously racist shit. Okay, 18 of 21. This will be 19 of 21. Now I'll have to go look and see which one I missed. Wait, I didn't get the thing.
Hastily erected
There we go.
fortifications surround a low entrance into the hillside. This is the lizard folk's new lair.
I need 2 more. I am missing... Stop hitting that button. Hit that button. Not even that button. You want this one, Druid. Jesus Christ. Oh, we didn't actually go to the Sahawagan Fortress, dummy. And we didn't find the toad statue. Okay, well, easy peasy. Let's run. Let's ride. We'll get those 2 done. We'll call out. And then I will see who wins the 100 DDO points. So don't forget to get your points with the exclamation point at the end. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Man, when are they going to launch a new housing on Peregrine? Come on. Dude, stop snogging that guy. Accidentally made my character move forward. She's like right up against the housing broker. There we go. Excuse me.
Seaside fortress from the lizard folk. They're using it as their base of operations for their invasion of the coast.
Oh no. Yeah, sometimes there's a rare water weird over here. In a crate over past the second tree. It's over here. Typically when it's here, it'll be in a crate there, and then it comes out, and then, well, we kick its ass. You know, what do we do around here? We kick things' asses. We kick lots of asses around here. One thing, I do wish they would steal from Lotro is the water tech from Lotro. It'd be so nice. About to take a look at my second favorite voice acting from this character. There we go.
It seems to be made of packed dirt. At least, you hope it's dirt.
You hope it's dirt. Alright. See if we can recall out without getting interrupted. That's what hirelings are for. Alright, let's sell my crap. Always keep the tasty hams. Never sell tasty hams. Never sell thieves' tools either. Oh, apparently I need to lock these down because I never actually locked them. Ooh, my kitten is purring. She's such a purry little monster. So I think we're going to conclude tonight's food with something. I think I'm going to get some Rocky Road ice cream. I like Rocky Road. Alright. Let's go turn in our giveaway. Let's see who wins. Giveaway close. 8 possibilities. Giveaway draw. Ostaxter is the winner chicken dinner. Alright, let me get my pile of codes here. This article, bring it down here. Alright. And let me get my list of viewers. Actually, let me just go to my whisper window and look for Ostaxter, because I know you won before. There you are. Well, you have 1 DDO points before. Let me grab that. Back in January, apparently. There you go. Codes in your whispers. Hooray! Alright. I'm gonna get the hell on out of here. I would say if there's somebody you like to watch in the DDO universe, go watch them. There's a few folks out there who are doing the streaming. So find somebody and hopefully they're actually playing DDO, because apparently there's at least one. There's always one per. Every time I look in the category, there's at least one channel playing just regular tabletop. It's Dungeons & Dragons, but it's online. No, there's an actual game, people. So there's 2 people in the category right now who are playing just regular tabletop. But everybody else is actually playing DDO. So I'm taking a look to see if I can determine what quests they're in. Somebody's in a jungle somewhere. Somebody's on the loading screen. They started to copy something that Voodoo does. Is Voodoo likes to do weekly gibbers runs or daily gibbers runs with his peeps and tries to see how many weeks they can always get somebody looting a gibbers. I think they're up to like 60 some odd weeks or so. So find somebody who's playing DDO that you want to watch, or if you don't want to watch DDO, watch something else or go read a book, go to bed. I don't care what you do. I'm not your parent. All right. However, I will tell you to be good. If you can't be good at it. Next stream should be on Thursday, and I don't yet know what I'm going to be streaming on Thursday. I generally leave Thursday as the day I let things go in terms of I just decide on the day, because I have a set schedule for Sundays on DDO stream, Mondays here doing this show. Then Fridays I do my Lotro stream on Lotro stream, and then Saturdays I play Lotro again over here. So I always like to just leave the Thursdays to not be a set game. That way, if I feel like playing one game one week, then, whatever. So that's how we're going to roll. All right. I will talk to y'all later. All right? All right? All right. Bye now. I need to hit a button.